Question that we have today is, Rohan, how can I charge premium prices when my market seems oversaturated? So the first thing that you should question yourself is, why exactly are you operating in a crowded market already? So my recommendation is, if you want to differentiate yourself, there are basically two, three options that you can actually pick. Okay. The first thing that you can do is you can think about, let's suppose, innovation, or let's suppose you can think about applying a new kind of technology. So what exactly do I mean? Well, for example, right now, you would see that there is a lot of demand for AI related tasks. For example, if you could help somebody build an AI agent that could automate a lot of their processes and whatnot, you can actually make a lot of money. Now, why exactly is this particular service a lot in demand? Because the number of agencies providing this kind of service is very, very less, and the demand for the same is extremely high. So you can actually learn this innovative skill and go out to the market, and automatically you will be different from rest of the crowd. And if you are, on the other hand, offering those generic services like social media marketing or video editing or whatnot, then standing out would be a little bit difficult, because in today's competitive time, these services have already become, very, very common. Right? It's not like AI, which is a revolutionary tech which was recently invented, which people really, really want to know more about. These other services are basically really, really crowded. So the other thing what you can do is, if you are, let's suppose, in the other category where you don't have such an innovative service to offer, you are like, Rohan, I'm like everybody else as well, then what you need to do is you need to niche down. Okay. And you need to actually pick a target market. So for example, let's suppose if I go to Google right now and I type digital marketing agency Delhi, let's suppose. Okay. And you will see that I am coming across so many search results over here, and it's just very, very competitive. Okay. Now, let's suppose if I am, a fitness trainer, okay, and I'm like looking to actually hire a digital marketing agency. There is so much competition that it'll be very difficult for me to actually pick this crowd. So what I can do is I can actually just say that, hey, my agency will only target fitness trainers, right, or gyms, right? You can pick whatever makes most sense to you. And then what we could do is, rather than just whenever somebody searches for digital marketing agency and they say digital marketing agency for gyms in Delhi, right, you would automatically stand out, because as you can see, if you are a gym owner, you are more likely to actually click on, like, let's suppose, a link like this, as opposed to everybody else who is just giving, generic services, right? For example, over here it says digital marketing services for gyms, right? And if you want to actually become a lot more specific and really stand out, what you can do is, let's suppose you could be even more narrower, and you could just, let's suppose, pick medical spas, right? Or you could pick, like, only high end gyms doing upwards of, let's suppose, 10 lakhs a month, with a staff of at least 10 people, that are located in South Delhi, right? So the more specific you become, right, and the more specific your marketing becomes towards these individuals, the chances of you getting like a client will also increase. And if you want to actually see a real-time example of the same, let's look at an influencer who did this correctly. It's called as Gym Launch, right? So if you go to a website like Gym Launch, and let's suppose if you're planning to actually hire a marketing agency and you're a gym owner in the US, what will you do? You would want to actually hire this particular agency, which is exclusively dealing in gyms. As you can see, their marketing message is so much clearer. It says, do you want more members? Okay. Download the case study of 33 gyms crushing it in 2024 and get the 7 money models that they followed in order to build widely profitable gyms. And as a gym owner, the chances of you opting in for this particular agency is a lot higher than you going for any other agency which says, oh, we have also served e-commerce clients, we have also served, let's suppose, dentists, we have also served doctors, blah blah blah. If you're a gym owner, you need exactly that, and this is exactly what Alex Hormozi was able to do very, very successfully, right? So that's how you go about standing out from the competition, right? Either you innovate and adapt a technology which is really, really trending and can allow you to actually have that advantage, or you just niche down into a segment which doesn't have a lot of competition, Alex did that very well, back in the days when he got started in 2014 and whatnot. There wasn't a lot of, or there weren't a lot of gym marketing agencies in US. This still is a very untapped market in India. Therefore, if you're watching this, feel free to go do that, right?